Hi everyone. Okay. My name is Thanh Ha, and like every other student, I have the problem of procrastination. And today, let's go find out with me about how can I solve this problem successfully. Oh. Okay. So, my house had a working machine. Every day, I told myself that I would use it tomorrow. But when tomorrow came, I still didn't use it. The word tomorrow just go away and away. I also told myself that I would try to spend less time on my phone and drink more water, but I still can't do it. That's because the procrastination is the biggest enemy of my life. So, I do what people often advise me to do, building a habit trackers. I put a red box for every day that I didn't do a habit, a green box for every day that I do the habit. And it works, only for making me guilty. Because, because when the time came for me to actually do the work, I still either forgot it or say that I would do it tomorrow. So I tried to investigate and and I found out that there is a more basic and more powerful way to achieve what we call disciplinary. And this is how it's changed after I applied for myself in 2 months. So today, I will share with you my tips, how to change yourself from someone who always procrastinates to someone that has the discipline to do everything. Okay, so raise your hand if you always told yourself that I would do it tomorrow. Okay, a lot of people, right? Yeah, because procrastination is a universal problem. And this is a really fun study by Pierre Steele in 2007. 80 to 95 of students procrastinate at times, and about 15% of them do so consistently. This means in a class of 40 people, 20% of them regularly delay doing their homework, right? That's a really huge amount. And to further investigate this, me and my friend has do a smart survey among students in Hanoi, and the result was surprising. Our question is, how often do you delay starting or stop maintaining a good habit? And the majority of the people said that they often or always do it. So, this is what I want you to remember, is that procrastination is not just your problem or my problem. It's all our problem, and it's really, really universal. Yeah. Okay, so to solve the problem of procrastination successfully, we must understand its main causes first. The first main cause is the lack of motivation, when you just don't want to do it. And the second one is distraction from the phones, when the apps, the notifications, the games are driving our attention away. And thirdly, is when the task is too difficult. Imagine having to do about 10 pages of homework. Your brain will immediately say that, oh, I would do it later, because it is too hard. When the task is too hard, then your brain will reject it, right? It's very normal. And those are the three main causes of procrastination, which we can all call it friction. When it's really easy for us to decide to do something, it's really easy for us to do it, but it's really hard for us to start doing it. Okay. So, firstly, I thought that motivation was the key solution, but it isn't. I tried to watch a lot of self-help videos, read a lot of motivational books, but I thought that my life was gonna change 180 degrees after that. However, it only works for 2 or 3 days when and then my life came back to the start. I don't change anything. That's because when habits rely on outside motivation, it is really unreliable. If our habits rely on outside motivation, then it needs constant pumps. We need to read self-help books, watch motivational videos every day. That's nearly impossible, right? And it also doesn't last long. So I think that what we should do is a really simple steps. The 2 minutes rule, popularized by David Allen and James Clear. And firstly, we have the 2 minutes task. If a task requires under 2 minutes, then do it immediately. For example, making a quick message, putting the dirty clothes into the box, or washing a quick dishes. Then we should do it immediately. It's small, but it helps you to clear up your brain and have more spaces for other important tasks. The second one is 2 minute start. Now think of something that you have been delaying for so long. It is a big task, right? So now, what I want you to do is that to divide it into a quick 2 minute start. For example, if you have 10 pages of homework to do, then just shorten it into 2 minute start. Like you would only open the homework and then do the first question. It sounds really quick, right? And it helps you to start immediately because it's too small to avoid. When a task is big, as I have said earlier, our brain immediately rejects it. But when a task is small enough, it is help us to start more easily. And it's push all the barriers away. And the third one is the 2 minutes end. Before finishing something, please take a 2 minutes step to wrap it up. For example, you can sort all the documents, or clean your table, or make a to-do list note. That it will help you to clear up your mind, clear your working space, and also helps you to think that you have successfully done something instead of leaving it unorganized and unfinished, right? Yeah. So, oh no. So, why does this all work? Because of compounding interest. When you do small actions every day, it will compound into a really big result. Look at this. When 1 to the power of 365 still equal 1. If you are the same today and every other day, you don't improve anything, then you are still yourself. You don't change anything, you don't improve. And if you make small and consistent efforts every day, improving by just 0.01, which means 1% every day, then after a year, you can improve yourself to 37.7 times better than you. That's a really large number, right? Yeah. So, and there is also a quote that I really like about this topic. Is that the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step by Lao Tzu. It means that, and I also think that my journey of 1,000 miles also consists of a lot of small steps. So that's what you have to remember, is that we should make small and consistent steps that compounds into big impact instead of jumping straight to big impact. Right? Okay. And the second things that I found really interesting is that it's helped you to build identity. Every time you do anything, even if it's small, it puts a cue to your identity, even if it's good or it's bad. For example, every time I play violin, even if it's just for 1 or 2 minutes, it tells me that I'm a violinist. Every time I run, even if it's for some meters, some hundreds of meters, I gradually think that I am a runner. This identity is really important because it makes you to think that, oh, I can do it. And it gives you confidence and also make the task that you feel difficult to do automatic. Okay. But however, look at this. The change never come quick. This is my November habit tracker. There are some days that I do the habit, some days that I didn't do the habit. However, you can see the gradual change because I keep doing it, even if I fail a lot at the start, but I keep trying. So that's why I can improve. However, I think that at the time of doing this, a lot of people will feel disappointed. A lot of people will feel that, oh, there's no improvement. Should I keep doing this? That's because you're in the valley of disappointment. That's when what you think would happen, it's much larger than what actually happens. And after you pass the valley of disappointment, there will be the breakthrough point. That's where what actually happens in your life is much higher than what you think would happen. And it's like watering a plant. When you plant a seed underground, then for a long time, you cannot see growth, right? There must be some times for it to break through the ground, for you to see the plant to actually grow. We can see the growth, and it will grow quickly. Okay. So that's all what I want to say today. And to conclude, I would say that don't chase for immediate change. Don't chase for outside motivation. We should do small and consistent steps every day. Use the 2 minutes rule. Because we are what we repeatedly do, from small steps to big breakthrough. Thank you.